What's up, YouTube? So today's topic I'm gonna talk about it's how very isolating and lonely it is if you're quote unquote being at the top or you're trying to go to the top. I'm sure you heard that saying before. It very and I personally believe in that. So I'll use my example. Or just overall, like if you're trying to do great things in life, or like if you're trying to like better yourself, if you're trying to focus on your goals 24/7, there comes at a price with that shit, right? So like you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot, especially when it comes to social settings. Like yes, you work your job, but if you want to start your business you're passionate about, or it can be any type of business, but like if you have it on the side, then yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice on the weekends, spending time with your friends, spending time with family members, just anyone. I mean, yes, you can still spend time with them. You just got to find the right time. But either you don't spend time with them at all, or you can spend time with them, but it's gonna be short amounts of time, and you're gonna be rushed. But again, everyone has different experiences. So, well, my experiences may be different from yours. So, I'm not saying take what I say to heart, but I'm speaking from my experience. But let's get to it. So, you know, I just got finished working out and I make these YouTube videos and I got other shit I want to do. But it sucks, man, cause like there are times where I really want to hang out with people, or like I really want to do this and that, but it's just like I really want to focus on my goals. I need a lot of shit to work on, and I got to get shit done. And it sucks, man. With me, like all my life, I've been very isolated all my life. Or like I don't feel connected to people as much. I mean, yes, you can have fun, but like one of the things about like um, being spiritual, or like you're not even spiritual, if you're having a spiritual awakening, or if you have different interests than others, like if you're into spirituality, if you're like into eating healthy, this and that. Like me, I don't like to drink that much. Well, I don't drink at all. I prefer not to drink. I just don't like it. I don't smoke. I don't even eat meat. So it's like I'm vegetarian, vegan. So like, and the reason why I mentioned that is because like when you're around, well, at least for me, like a lot of people I know, or I'm cool with, I'm friends. I feel like food is very important when it comes to connections. I'm not saying it's all that, but it is plays a role. And like I'm always that one guy that eats different from other people. Me personally, I don't mention people that I'm vegan or vegetarian because it's gonna create awkwardness or just weirdness, and I don't like feeling different like that. Because I already feel indifferent enough, and for some reason, God, the universe doesn't wants to. For some reason, God of the universe, they don't want to put me around like-minded people in person. I don't understand why. It's fucking frustrating. Like me personally, I believe manifestation is really bullshit because I've been trying to manifest like-minded individuals in person for about. I'm 25 now, so since I was like 21, so it's been like 4 years and ain't shit happened. I'm trying to do all the healing work, this and that, but and this is where you get your money corruption. Like you need money. You need to be a slave to get money. And when they make money, then that's when you get a fucking car. And then you meet different people. And you have a better chance of meeting people that you resonate with. It is frustrating. It's extremely fucking frustrating. I hope I'm not coming across as judgmental or not, but like I'm always around people and I just don't feel that connection. I gotta act a certain way, or like I can't even meet people that even have at least have the same diet. And I'm not one of those people that's judgmental about what people eat. I'm nothing against diet, food or anything, but like what people eat, this and that. But it's just like, damn, can I at least meet someone where like we have that fucking spiritual connection at least, At least eat the same shit, or like have like minded, or like view things from a spiritual perspective, or even just, you know what I'm saying? Someone where I can feel connected with. I'm talking about, 'cause you know how everyone else, they go to the bar and they're easy to make friends, and like they all do the same shit. Like, cause usually in groups of people, you see them do the same thing. They all drink, or they all smoke, or like they all talk about the same shit pretty much. I guess it's different vibrations. Like there's low vibration, high vibration. No, I don't mean it in an egotistical way. I'm not saying they're low vibrational or I'm high vibrational. It's just different fucking frequencies and vibrations. For some reason, God, the universe, they don't put me around people that are at my frequency. I'm always around people with different fucking frequencies. I'm just like, bruh, just send me fucking like-minded people already, you know? Like, I'm doing the work, this and that. But God doesn't want to do that. Instead, God wants to send me the opposite of people. And that shit does piss me off, man. But, you know, I just got to fight through it, man. But, yeah, man, it's very heartbreaking. It sucks constantly dealing with, like, people you don't feel connected. I mean, I do, but, like, I got to act certain way. I'm not with that. But, maybe I'm not patient. It's not even that, because I've been waiting for so fucking long. Like, I'm doing whatever it takes to turn my life around, and I have gotten results. The only thing I need to do is pretty much save money. I am in the military, so, like, you know, all I gotta do is save money. I mean, I love that career field. I'm set. I'm basically, it keeps me busy, keeps me fit, but it's not necessarily the military, but like even before I joined the military, right? I was still surrounded by like people I did not feel that close connection with. No, actually, yeah, basically, yeah. It's the same shit, man. But I don't know, man. Or maybe I'm the problem, but could be. But I gotta put myself out there more. But it's just like, you know, I'm not depressed or anything, so I do have friends. I do have a lot of people I could contact with, but this video is all over the place. But you know, it is annoying. But like I said, man, if you're trying to reach to the top, if you're trying to reach your goals, you're gonna have to sacrifice. And I know you guys heard about this before, but you do, man. Like, instead of going to these parties, going out with your friends, you guys spend that time studying, trying to study your college, try to study whatever you want to become great at your profession, or like become great at your hobby, not hobby, but like your businesses, the things you want to get done. You know, you got to take time out of your day to focus on these situations, you know, and this is how it is, you know. But yeah, you know, with success too, because like usually when you're trying to reach success in the hard work, you're usually not gonna be around people, because usually, well, at least for me, like I'm always working hard on my own. I'm always like grinding on my own, and like I'm working out on my own. Like, yes, sometimes I'll be with people, but it's not the same. Like, cause you have to be on your own. At least for me, I always had to be on my own. I had to get my own workouts, and I had to study on my own. I had to know what I want to do on my own. I have to prioritize me, you know. I'm talking about away from work, or like when it comes to yourself, you know. And of course, everyone experiences that. I can't put in the right words, but of course, you need people to help you to get to where you need to go to. But I'm talking about like when it comes to like behind the scenes type of work, that's when you have to rely on yourself. That's when you got to create your own habits. You got to do your own thing, you know. And that one makes it extremely challenging, you know. That's how shit is. Also, what was I gonna say? But yeah, man. But that's been the story of my life. Either I don't feel that connection with people, even with family members, man. Like I'm around a lot of abusive, just fucking assholes type of family members, man. Like they're very disrespectful. They're very like narcissistic. They're weird as fuck, man. Like they'll like when I used to be with them, around them, yo, they used to project their insecurities and what's going on with them onto me, and like they'll put me as a bad guy. Or like I've been in situations where I've been like the scapegoat of the family, where they'll put their all blames to me. They'll project all their bullshit towards me, or like I have a lot of history with like family fights, like physically and verbally. I've been sucker punched by my stepdad. So he after like, I get to that in a different video, but I've dealt with a lot of disrespectful people, man, and this shit does get annoying. This is why I make videos. Like it forces me to question God and the Creator. Like, yo, why would you put me? Why you constantly putting me around people that I don't feel that connection with? Why you putting me around people that are fucking assholes, that are weird, that are disrespectful, and they're not a good fit for me? Why is that? Why is it that I'm always the more self-aware person, or like the more spiritual person? Even our diets are fucking different. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just weird. I've dealt with a lot of envious, jealous people. That's why I don't date around as much, cause like I'll observe and like most females, in my opinion, well, at least the ones I came in contact with, they're very stuck up. They're very like selfish. They're fucking dumb. They like intelligence, and yeah, like I said, they're stuck up and they're very emotionally closed off. That's why I don't fucking date around like that. Like, yeah, no, man. You know, I mean, yes, I'll lust after them, sexually, of course, because I'm a fucking guy. But when it comes to like long term dating and relationships, not even that, but just dating in general, fuck no, man. All the females I'm around with that I've met in person so far, they're just no, like I'm not compatible with them, and I don't want to be with them, you know. So that's one of the reasons why I'm single. But it all reverts back to like why I'm so angry at the universe, at God, is because they're not the creator. God, he's not putting me around fucking people that are actually at my level, and that's one of the struggles and the most painful shits I have to go through in this lifetime. I'm not sure if I'm experiencing karma, past life baggage, whatever the fuck, but this shit does get annoying. I've booked a lot of tarot readings on why I'm always around people who are disrespectful, who are narcissistic, and why I'm not around the people that are actually at my level, you know. But it's what happens when you want to reach to the top, when you're trying to become great, or like you're just naturally different, man. But like I don't have the right words, because it's like I'm always put into weird life situations, you know. Like I just don't feel connected to people. I'm not talking about to everyone. Yes, I go to parties. Yes, I put myself out there. Yes, people invite me to go to places. Matter of fact, me and my homeboys, we're about to hang out tomorrow, which I'm excited about. But I don't know, man. I hope I'm not coming across as being like as an asshole or weird, because like I'm not talking shit to people. I'm just saying, like, I just crave that deep connection with people, that people like that deep spiritual connection where like I don't know, man. I don't know if it's astrological influences, but like I always feel that void in my heart area, that void, that emptiness. So I'm not sure if that's a result of me being raised by like very narcissistic, neglectful, emotionally unavailable parents, because that's a sign of trauma. Because like, you know how when you're a baby, or growing up with parents that are very neglectful, that are very narcissistic, or like they're very emotionally unavailable, that could scar a child growing up, and like that's how you develop abandonment wounds, or like they don't feel whole within themselves, and they just feel empty, or like they have that dark void, you know. And this is why people drink, smoke, or not even that, but they go through so much addictions, because shit like that, you know. It's always important to heal this and that. So I'm not sure if I'm experiencing that. It probably is, you know. It probably is. That's probably the reason why, because like I feel like if I was raised by like different parents who would have treated me better, and who were actually smart, not fucking stupid, I feel like I feel like I would have an easier time connected to people, or like not even that, because like even if I was raised by like by I I guess parents that are a good fit for me, I feel like I still have a tough time connecting, or I feel that connection with people, because I still don't feel that connection towards people, even if I am fully healed, you know. It's just no, like I'm looking for my soul tribe. Like deep down, I know there's people that I feel very connected to, or people that really understands me, or that has the same mindset or viewpoints as me, because I meet these types of people online, and that's why I get disappointed when I'm around people in real life so far, because it's like I don't feel that connection with people compared to online, you know. Like all the channels I'm subscribed to, like my tarot reader, all these spiritual channels I watch, and they're even people my age too, around my age, around 25, 28. Yes, around the late 20s, mid 20s, even younger, like in their like 19s or 20s. Like these are the people I feel extremely connected to, you know. And knowing that these people do exist, gives me hope that one day I can either meet these people, or I can meet similar people that are that are at the same wavelength as me, you know. So it's whatever. I mean, I do have a problem with that. I do, that shit does piss me off. I feel like it's not fair, but that's how life is, man. No matter what, God will always throw some bullshit at you, and that's the nature of the human experience. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you reincarnate, God will find some way to fuck your life up. And that's my opinion. It may sound harsh, but that's my opinion. Because it's the truth, you know? This is why you see so many people that are damaged and shit. And your main objective is to overcome that. But I doubt, I mean, even if you overcome it, it's still going to fuck up the whole, why am I fucking stuttering? Your whole life, pretty much. God will find a way to fuck up your whole life. You know, even there's certain situations where you're meant to overcome. There's the fact that you have to go through painful shit for long periods of time, and it's a fucking struggle. It's still fucking up your life. I look at things from a more straightforward view, like and a spiritual view as well. I feel like everything happens for a spiritual reason. I feel like before we came down here to experience what we had to experience, I believe all of that was pre-planned and predestined by the creator, by our creator, known as God, the universe, or whoever you like to name it, the most high, whatever the fuck. And this is where you get your soul contracts, where either you or the God himself or other spirits in the afterlife want you to experience different types of shit, bad shit in your life, and good shit too, but mostly bad and painful shit, so you can overcome, or you can either overcome based on what I learned from other spiritual channels, or, on my opinion, just to fuck with you, because it's the nature of the human experience to... This is why the human experience is so shitty. There's always... I've noticed with the human experience, there's always some bullshit going on. It's so dramatic. There's always some dumb shit. Just the fact that we're being controlled by money. Just the fact that there's a lot of money corruption, you know? Like, just the fact that shit like this happens, you know? Like... There's wars, battles, it's a very violent world. Just the fact that we feel pain 24/7 as a human. Just the fact that time is speeding up. Obviously, this realm is dramatic, and even look at shit from an astrological view, right? I'm on Twitter and people always talking about like, okay, there's an eclipse and there's like a full moon eclipse. There's eclipse and this and that. There's a fucking Mars in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Mercury retrograde. All of these fucking retrogrades happening every month, right? And then you get your pre-shadow Mercury retrogrades, your post-shadow Mercury retrogrades, all this weird, stupid-ass shit, right? I believe in astrology. I believe in all that shit. But just the fact that shit like this always happens, like there's always something going on with the fucking planets. And if you're not familiar with astrology, basically like like these planets, astrological planetaries, they have influence in our zodiac signs, and our zodiac signs basically dictates how our personality is, how we act, how our energy is, our wounds, our traumas. Yes, I don't know too much about astrology, but that's pretty much what astrology is. It's like a cheat code of how your life is going to play out, pretty much. Yes, I know it sounds fucking crazy, right? But that reverts back to my point. Everything is pre-planned. I'm telling you, like, I'm not saying I'm right, but like how I view things, I could be fucking like on point at least. Like I can see through the bullshit of this universe. It's fucking stupid. Just the fact that time is speeding up, it's fucking stupid. Like suppose like if God really wanted this system to collapse and want the better for us, why the fuck would you speed up time? He's gonna cause more stress, dumbass, you know? But that's how I look at it. But there could be a different spiritual reason too, but you just never know. You just never know. But it's crazy because like I'll be in certain and not only that, but like whenever I have nights where like I'm grieving or like I'm feeling some deep pains, this and that, I look at the astrological influences, and it's either because it's like a Mercury retrograde, or there's an eclipse season, or there's a full moon, and that usually has an effect on your, or really sensitive to energy. That's when you have the most effect on you. And I've noticed So this is why when I feel pain, when I'm grieving, I don't take it personal. Either I don't take it personal. It still hurts. It still bothers me, of course. But either I don't take it as personal, or I get very angry because like it's a that shit pissed me off knowing that like damn all this shit it is low key pre-planned. Like just the fact that you have astrology, just the fact that people talk about astrology, just the fact that astrology is even real and it's accurate, and it does influence us. That alone tells you that you basically have no free will, or either that or like everything's pre-planned, or yeah, you have no control over your energetic body. Yes, you can heal this and that, but it's just like it's fucking ridiculous. The reason why I'm not talking out my ass. No, I'm not as much educated or I don't know too much. But the reason why I say that is because I'm telling you, I always experience like these energetic pains, these heart chakra activations, these fucking overstimulations. I've experienced a lot of soul ties, a lot of like karmic fucking soul contracts, which forced me to be like to have these soul ties with different soulmates, this and that. Like I've experienced all that shit. I've experienced rapid heartbeats, this and that, and this is where you get your sense of energies from. But like, don't mistake it with being like an empath or like being sensitive to energy. It's not even that's different. I'm talking about like when it comes to people or like when your body's is overreacting or is having these reactions out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But I hope I'm making sense. This video was basically like a life rant, I guess. It was supposed to be, this video was originally supposed to be like what it takes to become successful or like how lonely is at the top, but this video I'm just all over the place, so I guess it's gonna be another life rant. But again, this is a life rant, so like all this shit I'm saying, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying from shit how I view things, and I'm kind of pissed off right now because like I don't like the feelings of like being isolated. No, not isolated, but I can't explain it. I just don't like the feeling of pain. I hate pain so much, but because I'm always experiencing some type of conflicted pain, which I can't fucking explain, man. Like all these heart pains, like just being abused, just being around very disrespectful people. I'm around abusive family members, but not only that, but I don't feel whole within myself. I tried so many things, man, but I still don't feel whole within myself. So that's probably like a clear sign of trauma. So I definitely need to get that checked up, and I definitely need to heal from those. But you know, all this bullshit. This is where you get your generational curses when you're around toxic family members based on spiritual channels that I learned from, and to me it makes a lot of sense. And it's a generational curse where you get abused by family members and they fucking bully you, they scapegoat you, they lie on your name, they fucking smear campaign you and this and that, all this crazy shit, all this domestic violence, money problems, all that dysfunctional shit. All these are generational curses passed down. So if I'm able to break these fucking generational curses, if I ever pass away and reach the afterlife, I'm gonna have a word with, first off, I'm gonna have a word with the creator on why he or that thing allows so much bullshit and dumb shit to happen to Earth, like the human experience. Why is it so fucking dramatic and chaotic and hellish? I'm also gonna confront my ancestors. I'm gonna confront every fucking being in the afterlife. Like I'm about to go ham on all their asses, man. They have all these beings in the afterlife. They have, in my opinion, they have the ability to change this world, but instead they can't because they just fucking watch. And people may say, "Oh, it's spiritual interference or it's divine interference." Motherfucker, aren't they the ones that created this fucking realm, and they created their own rules? Doesn't that sound abusive? And they're allowing chaotic and crazy shit to happen, but they can't do shit to help out. Makes no sense, right? But yeah, it's whatever. But at the same time, all that pain I'm experiencing, it does motivate me to desire the things that I want out of life. It does motivate me because all that anger, all that sadness, that painful, all this bullshit and fucking unfairness, I use that to my advantage, and I use that as my drive to get to where I want to go to, or to reach my heart's desires, such as not being controlled by money, meeting the right types of people that are actually at my wavelength, that are good for me, that are safe and healthy for me, very loving fucking people that have common sense, that aren't fucking stupid, that are very emotionally intelligent, and just pursuing my passions pretty much, and not around evil, weird ass people pretty much. These are the things I want out of life, and that what motivates me to keep going, all that pain. Because all this shit I'm experiencing right now, I don't want to keep experiencing that as I grow older. I want to get away from all these shit. I feel like all the people that were in my life, they were examples of who I don't want to become, especially family members. Like I've always told myself, like I'll observe my family members, like all of them, and I'm just like in my mind, I'm just like, yes, how they're treating you is unfair. What they're doing to you is unfair. All the projection they're doing, all the violence they're like all the physical and verbal violence they're doing to you, all the unfairness, all the corruption they're doing to you, all the smear campaigns, all the lying on their name, all the not taking accountability, not defending yourself, not protecting you, all of that is an example of who I don't want to become when I grow up, or one day if I do have my own family. Let these people be the example of who you don't want to become. And this is what happens when you don't work on your mental health, you don't work on your energetic body, or like that's what happens when you remain stupid pretty much. Don't be like these people, and that's what I always tell myself, It's still painful to experience what I had to experience, but it does make me look at shit from a different perspective. And it's weird too, because like I since I study a lot of spirituality, I know for a fact that like God pretty much did that all that shit on purpose. I'm not saying I don't know why God does that. Again, well, yeah, I do actually. So you could break generational curses, but at the same time, people have free will, and not only that, but then you have your demonic influences by low vibrational beings that force people to do some harmful shit to you. But I didn't make all this up. I got these from spiritual channels. But I personally believe it. All this shit I mentioned is because I believe in it. If I wouldn't believe in what they're saying, then I wouldn't even mention it. But I could go on and on, but I'm all over the place. I kind of lost where I was going at, but you see how all this shit adds up, right? Like, and this is where I'm getting at, and like I'm just like at this point, it's like now what? Like, what the hell does God or the universe, what the fuck do they want from me, But it's whatever. Sucks too, because like I'm feeling all these pains and blockages in my heart area, and I know later tonight I gotta cry it out and just heal from all the bullshit, But it's fucking crazy, man. This is why, like, the human experience, there's always conflicts no matter what. You're always gonna feel some type of pain being a human. And I mentioned this in my previous videos. No matter what, there's always conflict in this realm. Don't know what this realm means? When I say realm, I'm talking about the human experience pretty much. The flesh, living on earth, this dense, lower vibrational, hellish realm. That's the third realm right there. And then you have higher realms, which are the spiritual realms. Then this is where you get your fourth dimensional realm, your fifth dimensional realm. The higher the realms, the better it is, basically. I'm not sure there's a second realm and a first realm. I never heard of that, but all I know is that there's a third realm, which is the earth realm, the dense flesh, all that dense material realm. Just look at Earth as a hell realm, pretty much, which makes sense. There's a lot of stupid shit that goes around here. You're always in conflict. There's always pain. And no matter what, God will always put you in a painful situation. No matter how many times you come back here on Earth, there's always some bullshit you gotta experience. But I'm not, yeah, but it's whatever. And yeah, this is gonna be a very weird video. People are gonna fucking freak out. They're not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. It is what it is. Y'all don't have to understand what the hell I'm saying. But like, comment, subscribe, dislike, comment down below on how you view this world. And I'm out. Peace.